Well, John Giandria looks like someone you'd find in a fitness magazine. You'd probably never guess that he had once weighed close to 500 pounds.
Here we are, day 3 of water fast, and day 2 sucked. The evening time was rough, and I've got a lot of messages like, why are you really doing this? What's the reason? I even had somebody message me like, you know, you're almost 50, what are you trying to accomplish, or what are you trying to do, or why even do it? He's a little older than me, so I wasn't taken back by the message. I really had a response, and I don't like how I feel. That's it. As we get older, there's so many things that we don't pay attention to. You know, heart rate, will I get cancer, dementia. All these things scare the shit out of me. And as you get older, they start to matter. I spent 36 years of my life not caring about my health. And then I decided to care about my health, and I go on this crazy 15-month bender of exercising my ass off. And I was doing everything I could to do it. And what I realized was, after I lost 225 pounds, I'm still the same person. I'm still a prisoner of my own thoughts and my own mental process of how I decipher foods. And I'm not fixed. We're not fixed. I keep saying that. We're not fixed. A lot of us, and I do believe a lot of us have the fat gene. I do believe that a lot of us we started out of the womb slow. We just didn't have it. I ran around as a kid. You know, we were poor. I was poor white trash growing up. And I don't talk a lot about my story, but you know, in junior high, I had 3 t-shirts to wear. That was it. I didn't have a wardrobe, and kids were mean, man. If you wore the same blue shirt, someone would find out by Thursday that you wore that on Tuesday. Those little fuckers didn't hold back. Junior high sucked. You know, you had to change your clothes, and you know, I was an angry little kid. We were poor as shit. We lived on cheese and bread and mayonnaise. That's what we had. Our desserts was dough, and you poured some sugar in there, and that's what you had. Once in a while you get some tortillas and some sugar, some cinnamon and some butter. Man, I'm fascinated. I'm talking about this shit and it's driving me crazy right now. But so I think a lot of us just came out with it. You know, I look at my friends, and they were skinny little fuckers, and they ate more than what I ate, but they were still skinny. Then you take that into your high school and your 20s, and you just don't care. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I've spoke to hundreds, if not thousands of people, and we all have a story, right? We all have a reason why. We all have this, how do we get here? I think a lot of us have had this conversation, mostly in the mirror, you know? I think a lot of us have asked ourselves, where, when, how did it get so bad? And it's not for everybody else. It's not for society to give a fuck. It's not. We want them to, but it's not. You know, being fat, there's nothing attractive about being fat. I see people that are encouraging their women to stay big or get bigger, and that's okay that you find that sexy. I have no problems with that. Where's that person gonna be in 5 years or 10 years? You know, that's cool. You know, you can be big and shake your big fat ass and go on OnlyFans. That's cool, you know. But how lonely are you? And when that dude that, you know, spent all that time and effort in making you big and supporting you being big, is he still around, right? And it's kind of weird because I haven't met a lot of men that go, man, my girl sure loves me fat. Like, she's encouraging me to eat, you know, 4 more pizzas this weekend. It's just weird how that works. And for the longest time, I would have women say, oh, it's easier for a big man in society. No, it's not. No, not at all. Women can show their ass, show some cleavage, and they get 100, 200, 500, 10,000 likes. I just saw something that I probably didn't want to see. She had like 42,000 likes. It's crazy. But you take a big dude and take his shirt off, he don't get 10,000 likes. So I'll debunk that argument all day long, and I would encourage people, like, let's talk about this. I think part of it too is coming back into the social media thing, it's twofold, right? Because someone said, why are you coming back? It's a great question. I'm coming back because big people don't have this outlet, right? Big people don't have companies beating their door down that want to give them free shoes to try out. Companies aren't, knocking down my door saying, hey Biggie, I want to give you a month worth of food and try my food and talk about it. Because fat doesn't sell. Go into a restaurant. How many fat people are serving you food? How many fat people are hired over very good looking people? We're lying to ourselves if we think fat is accepted. Fat will never be accepted. Obesity will always be something that society frowns upon. That's it. I have received a message today. I totally triggered somebody today, and that's okay. Because if somebody is really that angry at me for speaking the truth, the problem lies within. Society is not on our side. And if you think society is on your side, you're wrong. And there are people that'll say, I don't give a shit about society. That's a front. I talked about, big dudes, thinking they're big and tough. It's just a front. Half the time it's a front. Actually, probably more than half, it's a front. We all care about somebody, what they think about us. It could be your family, it could be someone you like, it could be somebody you love. It doesn't have to be society in general. It could just be somebody. But there's people that say, oh, fuck, I don't care what people think. Yeah, we all care about what someone thinks, right? If you're a female and your husband's looking at women that don't look anything like her, or you're a dude and your girl likes and follows all these dudes that don't look like you, that shit hurts, okay? That's a problem, right? And then the worst thing is, right, you go, they say to you, but I love you just the way you are. No, then you're not following 500 big people, right? You're following 2. I'm one of them and the other person's the other one. But you're following 498 other dudes or women that don't look like me. And that's very hard. That bugs people. People want to know why they have problems in their marriage or their relationships. People don't communicate. People aren't honest. People conform. People get comfortable. These things matter to me. I've had so much response today just from my video, like, you're back. And I don't realize that. I don't realize that if I have an impact on somebody's day, that doesn't adjust my confidence level. What that does is it makes me think, man, if I can make a difference in one person's life, imagine if I get on a bigger scale, I can actually help a few more people. Because most influencers, God, I hate that word too. Most influencers aren't talking about this stuff. They're not there. There's no realness. There's no, what are we going to do today for other people? Why not do it in the sense of helping a community that is leading this country in negativity, which is obesity, diabetes, heart disease, inflammation. It's crazy. I look at COVID and you look at the statistics that were really out there that they really didn't tell you about, how many overweight or obese individuals got it and either died from the complications or stayed sicker longer because their immune system was shit. That's real. So it's not about I hate fat people. I'm fucking big. Somebody messaged me today and it actually pissed me off and said, oh, you're a fat hater. Motherfucker, I'm 280 pounds. I'm not a fucking fat hater. I am a fat person. I am big. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight and I have some skin. Okay, great. That's wonderful. I've had people say, oh, I would rather stay fat than have loose skin. Then you're a fucking idiot too. I would much rather have skin, have a battle wound. I'd have my battle scars that say, I've done this, than just stay fat when you say, I don't do shit. That's the difference. That's the fucking difference of actually losing weight and actually working your ass off and struggling. Every day you get up and the same pair of pants that you're trying to put on still doesn't fit. And you ask yourself, why am I doing this? Or the scale warriors that get on the scale and the scale doesn't move and you freak out. If I eat less, if I exercise more, that's not the answer. It all deals with forgiving yourself. It all deals with your body adapting to what you're throwing at it. It's like I've always said this, and I should make this my fucking motto. You didn't get fat overnight, so you sure the hell are not going to lose weight overnight. But we expect this from ourselves. We have this unrealistic expectations of, well, I started eating right. My body should just give it back and lose the weight. I started walking. I'm walking upstairs at work and not taking the elevator. I should be down 50 pounds. What the fuck? That's the problem. Instant gratification. So because you decide to give back to yourself one little iota, it should give you a million things, and that's the problem. And we transcend that. We take that into our lives with people, right? We expect so much from somebody, and then we get upset by that person if we don't get it. Or we're those people that love to do things for people because we're waiting for that response, like, oh God, I did that. And then you don't get it. It's not their fault that they're fucking assholes and they don't know how to say thank you. Don't do things for people if you expect a thank you. I'm gonna do this a lot different. I'm gonna do it as real as anybody, probably realer than most people. Who is the Biggie community leader that is trying to get people to wake the fuck up and to like yourself? You're not gonna hear me say love yourself. I don't love myself when I feel like this, okay? I need to like myself first, and that's the problem. You know, all these people preaching, you have to love yourself. Motherfucker, I don't even like myself. How am I going to love myself? So that's part of what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna start by taking a walk, right? You have to walk before you run. It's like when someone says, I wanna lose 100 pounds. You can't even lose 5 pounds. So why are you already setting yourself up for failure saying you wanna lose 100 pounds? You don't know what 100 pounds looks like. You sure don't even do the work to lose 5 pounds yet. So that's the thing, is taking one small goal. And I've talked about this in the past, a visual goal. And it could be a visual goal of maybe the dress or a pair of pants or a man in a suit, right? It's a visual goal. It's not this unrealistic goal. And people always want to know, why are fat people so lazy? Why do fat people always quit? Because we have unrealistic expectations about ourselves, right? I'm gonna have abs. Oh, but you're 500 pounds. There are no abs. I'm just gonna be real, right? I'm on this fast, and I'm doing this fast for several reasons. I had a lot of inflammation, and even though I was eating healthy, mostly meats, vegetables, some fruits, I still was holding a lot of water. And fasting has just been something that I find in my heart that's meaningful to me. It's a suffer. And that's part of the problem, is you got to get out of your comfort zone. You've got to love the suck. You've got to enjoy the suffer. And me being hungry is not fun. It's tough. Right behind me is a refrigerator, and it's got a lot of food in it. And there's a pantry behind me, and it's got, good foods, but there's foods in there. It's not just about nutrition. It's not just about exercise. It's not just about one or two things. It's about all things. If I sleep better, I don't eat as much, I eat the healthier foods, I exercise, I start to enjoy my life a little more, I work a little less. All of these things add up for what? And that's what it is we get so stuck in the 9-to-5 grind and, look at that person and look at that person. They look better than me. They have it better than me. We're so focused on what the next person has. But yet there's so many people that have created their own lives, and we think they're lucky. We have no idea their fucking struggle, their heartache, their pain. There are people that have had nothing and they have everything now, and we still are mad at them. There are people that hate on people because they have more. It wasn't handed to them. They worked their asses off for it. We don't like that kind of story, right? We like the drama. We like the gossip. We like the bullshit. We like the fucking hate. We like to talk shit about people. Why? It's just not worth it. So think about all that negativity within yourself. How the fuck are you going to lose weight? How are you going to become healthier? When are you going to wake up and care more about the inside than the outside? The outside is, this is it. It's been dictated, right? This is who I am. I just want to be a better version of me so I can get through my day, because eventually we're all going to fucking die. And that's the sad part, right? We're all going to end. So the beginning and the end, mostly we have this terrible middle, and we hate everything about it. And we put on a fake smile, and we make everybody feel that, the funny fat person, or we tell jokes about ourselves hoping to break the ice. No, you're fucking awkward, and it's really, really weird. So we're gonna do this a lot different. We're gonna kind of go step by step, and this is just a journey for me. So let's have some fun.